hot. Where do I start? Last night, I had a nap yesterday. My arm was so sore, so sore after that vaccination. But last night, oh my God. I just took tea bags out, they finished steeping. I believe it was a combination of the vaccination and PMDD. I was feral. I was so snappy. Wasn't nasty, but I was snappy and had no patience and intolerant of anything and everything. My daughter was even trying to talk to me. She was asking for some advice about writing and stuff. I'm like, well, just go and do it. You just go and write. Wasn't what I was trying to say, but that's what was coming out of my face hole. Just go and write. Just do it. Just put the words on a page. Just go and do it. So, understandably, she was upset at me. We talked it through this morning and we're okay. I apologised and everything. Even in the moment, I was trying to apologise, saying, I know this is all I've got at the moment. I'm sorry. But it's awful. It's not me. It's not who I am when my hormones are level. Then I had the fatigue from the vaccination and it was just all a mess. Today I woke up feeling sort of okay. But I call it pouty. I just feel pouty. Like everything's just too hard, too much. Nobody can do enough for me, no matter what they do. It's just, I feel like a very melodramatic beagle that just has pounced on the couch and sat down and flounced around and then flopped down and gone, woo, like beagles do. That's how I feel. Woo, ah woo, woe is me. So, my daughter asked me to go for a walk with her today. It took me over 20 minutes to drag myself off the couch. I didn't even get dressed. I just put a vest on over my nightgown and my pyjama pants. Put some socks on and shoes, and off we went. Now, it was sort of okay. We both felt better for being out in the crisp, cold air. The sun had come out, so that was nice too. Instead of the grey that we've got right now. So that sort of helped my mood a bit. But then I got back home and she went off to do what she was doing, which is fair enough. She's a teenager, so teenagers do their thing. Then I got a message from the chemist, aka the pharmacy, as you guys call it overseas, about a click and collect order I'd done last week had to be picked up or was going to be cancelled. And hubby wasn't going to be able to get there in time today. We've been busy. He's been doing his stuff. I've been out of commission the last few days. And anyone who's married or has roommates or knows what it's like living with other people, when one half of the equation's out of commission, stuff just builds up around the house. Tasks don't get done that need to be done. No matter how much they try and compensate, you can't do the work of two people. And that was one of the things that slipped through the cracks was the click and collect order from the pharmacy, some medication and stuff we needed to pick up. So I had to go back out and get it. I knew my daughter didn't want to come. She was doing her thing, so I thought I'll just go. Literally 10 minutes down the road. So I went, I did the same thing, just left my pyjamas on, put my vest back on. It's freezing outside. The wind chill, with the wind chill, it felt like 3 degrees Celsius, so it's very cold by the time I got back home. So I put my dressing gown on, made myself a big hot cup of tea, and I'm having a couple of biscuits. Ginger nut biscuits, they're delicious. Cookies again for you guys overseas. But while I was out and about, my brain had this litany just going and going and going, and it's not fair, I have to do everything, da 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 da. None of it's true, it's just the voice in my head that gets going at this time of the cycle. Everything's too hard. I have to go out later tonight to take daughter to an event she's going to. First time she's going, so she's really excited, and I'm all happy for that. But the pouty voice in that moment was just like, it's another thing I have to do this. Why can't someone else pick up the slack? Blah, blah, blah. I hate that voice. It's just a whiny little horrible thing. And the thing about PMDD is it turns all your emotions up to 11, as Spinal Tap would say. Even higher, actually. Things that normally wouldn't bother me, or maybe just little, they're like, or make me just like a little toddler, you know. So I was out and I listened. I paid attention this time. I paid attention to what my brain was saying. So all the not fairs, and I didn't try and reason with it. I didn't try and, because that doesn't work. Anyone who's reasoned with a toddler knows reason doesn't work. Anyone who's in an emotional state, reason doesn't always work. Logic doesn't work, because emotions, they're emotions, and they're going to emotion. And I was emotioning with all the emotions I could emotion. So, and I thought, oh, in the shopping centre near there, there's a new Mexican place that I've been wanting to try for ages. I mean, I've heard about it in other places and other locations, but there's finally one near us. I thought, oh, I could get some of that. Mind you, I'd just eaten lunch. I just had some baked beans on toast. It was delicious. I was full. Wasn't hungry in the slightest. But my emotions, they're like, oh, we could try that. That'll make me feel good. That'll make me feel better. I'm taking care of myself. I'm busy running around chores. I can take care of myself. I can reward myself for being a grown-up. Even though their voice was being anything but a grown-up at that moment. I thought, oh, a burrito would be fantastic. And then I went, but would it really? The grown-up voice in the back of the mind goes, but would it really? Don't be salty. Really salty. Restaurant food's always really salty. And it'll be too big. And then you'll have a sore stomach. And then you feel crap later on when you're out at the event with the daughter. So, what if it doesn't taste good? What if it tastes really just crap? Even though everyone's raved about it, what if you build it up so much in your mind that it can't live up to the expectations? And in this moment, is it really worth spending however much it's going to be on something that might make you feel worse? Well, will make you physically feel worse, but emotionally it might just tip you over the edge. Then I was cranky and upset because I was right. And you know yourself, if someone's right when you don't want them to be right about something that you're wrong about, it's in here it's like, right? I didn't cry, but I felt like it. I thought, well, I could go to the supermarket, then I could get something, something, doesn't matter, just something. I want to buy something. Remember how good it used to feel when you were upset, when you'd buy something, food, some sort of food. It was a little something, just a chocolate bar, or just this. And then the diabetes part of the brain goes, well, no, then it's too sweet now. I don't like that sweet stuff. I don't like that. The reward isn't the same anymore. And that's when I realised it's part of growing and part of learning is that the payoffs don't hit like they used to. They don't give the reward hormone, whatever it is, dopamine, serotonin, I can't remember, all the good feel-good stuff. It doesn't release like it used to. So I had to sit with how I was feeling. All the way home, I was pouty. Got home, threw on this. I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a nice hot cup of tea. And then I left the milk out on the table. This morning when I made breakfast, it's well and truly dead. It's dead, very dead. Almond milk definitely does not last for 8 hours on the bench. Even if it is UHT milk, it doesn't matter. Once the lid's off, that's that. I not only had, and I'd literally left the lid off. It was like, oh. So I'm glad I didn't blow those calories and that salt and all that money on takeaway food because I would have each shoved it in my face in the car, the maximum sneakiness reward factor, and then got home and then been annoyed anyway because there was the milk on the table. So I'm really glad I didn't give in to that impulse. So I've chucked the milk, excuse me, made the cuppa, and I thought it is afternoon tea time. Yes, I only had lunch, I had a late lunch, but I am feeling a bit peckish. I think I am a little bit hungry. So I got myself 2 of the little ginger nut biscuits that I like. They're a nice strong ginger flavour. They're not too sweet. And there's nice crisp, and then I can dunk it and have crisp and soft at the same time. Hits all the notes, right? And that was so much more satisfying than that Mexican food would have been. I love Mexican food, but today was not the day to try it. Got a nice big cup. I love my back cup. It's even got a little bat on the inside, see? Where you fill it up to. But if I get my husband to fill it up or my daughter, that's what I say, we either drown the bat or the bat goes swimming or the bat walks on water, depending on, you know, how close I want it to the rim. Or the bat's flapping free if I only want it like half full. Does anyone else have little things like that where they just have little code words that mean stuff to the family and everyone thinks you're kind of woohoo? Another one we have is we have a lamp over there in the corner that we turn on overnight. And when we first got it, every time one of us would say, oh, can you turn the lamp on? My brain would go, like from Aladdin, Robin Williams, genie of the lamp. Thank you very much. That sort of scene from there. So, and I'd say it out loud. I couldn't help myself. It's like almost like a verbal tick. It was just triggered, and I love that movie. That's one of my favourite movies. Miss Robin Williams, so much. So the lamp has become the genie. We say, can you turn on the genie, please? That's become the shorthand for turning on that particular lamp. So, yeah, that's scary. Well, I have a message. Thanks very much. So, yeah, my mood's improved. Just talking out with you guys has helped. Not having that food has definitely helped. Nice warm cuppa, nice biscuits. And I don't feel over full. I feel satisfied. I actually was a little bit hungry. So that wouldn't have been helping the food want either. But I don't have to be a bull at a gate. I don't have to be, you know, the pedal to the metal. I can have just a snack. A snack can be just a snack. And if I don't finish all of this cuppa, it's fine. But if my body wants the volume and wants the whole lot, I'll have that. Little ways to trick myself. And to nurture myself at the same time. So my stomach's not aching, not so full, and all that food I'd have to digest. Oh my god, I was just trying to think to digest a burrito today. It would have just been too much. I should probably how big they were, a massive burrito. Yeah, I'm just so glad. But the thought process, I'm just, what even is that? You know, pouty, pout, I'm going to shove food in my face. Doesn't get me anything. It's almost like a rebellion. Oh, I'm going to go do this. Is it a form of self-harm, or is it just revenge, rebellion, little pouty teenager, toddler thing? I don't know. But I'm glad I didn't give in. I didn't give in. I feel good for not giving in. And I know I'm going to feel much better later when I'm not sitting there in the event nodding off because my carbs have gone through the roof and my sugar levels are up and I'm struggling to digest something I didn't really want to eat. So, yeah, I'm going to finish off my cuppa. Hopefully have a little snooze before I have to go. Alright, I better go. Whoever's trying to get hold of me is trying to get hold of me. So, I gotta go. Talk to you later, I guess. Bye.